India. All right. Awesome. Amazing. So 12:30 a.m., you are really committed to be up after midnight. That's major commitment. Congratulations to you. Well done. 8:04 in Nigeria. Good to see you. Amazing. 8:04 London. Yes, of course. I'm also London. So same time zone with me. All right, awesome. Okay, so let us, are you able to see my slides? Are you able to see my slides as we progress? Type yes in the comments if you can. Okay, good. Awesome. All right, awesome. So today, just for a few moments, I want to just talk to you very briefly, but we're going to go very quickly because I've got a lot of stuff to cover. But feel free as we move along to use the comment section to ask questions and things of that nature so that we are able to, I can address all the questions that you may have as we go through. I'm also going to get you very engaged, ask you questions as well, ask you to type your in the comment section so that we're able to move together very speedily today. All right. So your story for God's glory. That's what we're going to talk about today. How to finally publish and get your book out without any overwhelm. I believe that at the end of this session, you'll be inspired. You're going to get a lot of information. And I also believe that you're going to get clarity and confirmation that this is really the way that the Lord wants you to go. And of course, I'm going to give you the steps and leave you with practical steps for your next move. All right, type your location in the comments. I think we did the time zone, but I just want to see exactly where you are. I know we've got India in the house. Welcome, welcome. Type your location in the comments so that we can just see. I want to see where UK in the house. Good to see you. Kent. Okay, thank you. UK. Because the reason I ask is we got people that join us from around the world, Mexico, United States, Jamaica. We've got an author, a couple of authors from Jamaica that we've published. USA, we've got loads of authors from the USA. Tamil, India State, Tamil Nadu. Okay, thank you. Good to see that we have a global audience tonight, which is absolutely amazing. All right, awesome. So for those that are going to stay, if you're going to have the patience to be able to stay right till the end, I am going to give you a free gift, which is an ebook. The ebook will give you information on how to become a good marketer of your book, a good ambassador of your book. I wrote an ebook with strategies for best-selling books. So towards the end, we can talk about that. All right, you might be here and you're wondering, okay, who's this guy? Who's Joe Benjamin? I'm Joe Benjamin. I'm in the picture right there. And with me in the photo, there's my beautiful wife, Josie, and my children, Jaya and Jael. Jael is 14, Jaya is 12. And they are both authors, of course. Jaya wrote a book. Let me see if I can find it. Right. Jaya wrote a book when he was 9. It's called A Children's Prayer Guide. I hope you can see me. You can see that. A children's prayer guide. It's got over 40 practical prayers for everyday life. It's for kids. Okay, it's available on Amazon. You can check it out. And for those that are interested in kids' books, I want you to hang on because I've got something very beautiful to share with you in terms of kids' books. Josie and I, we run Opulent Books. We help people to get their books out. There's a whole lot of things that I do as well. I'm a minister. I am an entrepreneur and a leader and a coach. And I'm just so happy that we are able to do what we do just to be a blessing to people, particularly visionaries like you that have a vision that you want to get out. We're really here for you to help you walk into that. Okay, so as we go, I just want to make this declaration that books are not just products. Books, don't look at a book as just a product. You see, if you want to make a mistake, if you want to get it twisted, you end up just looking at a book as just a product or something that you can sell. I think that's the wrong way of looking at books. I want you to look at a book as a prophetic assignment. What do I mean by that? Because I believe that each and every one of us has a divine assignment. There's a reason why you're on the earth. And I believe one of those reasons is so that we can give glory to God. Does anybody agree? Type yes if you agree. And I believe that one of the ways that you are going to give glory to God is through your story. It's through your story. So I don't believe that your book is it's a bit short-sighted to look at your book as something that you are just going to use for making money and selling and all of these things. Yes, I know that there is a place for that, for you to earn a living, for you to be remunerated, but I want you to see your book as a prophetic assignment. Type that in the comments. My book is a prophetic assignment. I think that is very important as we go ahead, so you don't get it twisted. You know exactly, what you are focusing on. You know exactly that what God has placed upon you, whether it's your story, whether it's an experience, your expertise. Your book is a prophetic assignment. Type that in the comments with me, so I know that we are working in agreement. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about my story. Uh, all those three photos that you see in the picture, that's all me. Okay. Started off a few years ago as working in Domino's Pizza. Anybody love Domino's Pizza here at all? I used to work in Domino's, and up till date, I've not yet come across any person that makes a pizza like I do. I've not. You can go argue with your friends and relatives. So a couple of days ago, uh, we went to a music a night of, what was it called? Night of worship or something. Warehouse worship was in Manchester. They had this big event in Manchester, a praise worship night. So after the service, it was like so it was late and we couldn't find any place to go and get some food, right? So we just across the road from our hotel, we saw this Domino's Pizza. I said, guys, there's Domino's Pizza. Let's just go and grab Domino's. It's not stuff that I eat all the time, but let's just go and we just need to eat something. So we go to bed. So when I went there and I saw the guy that was in there making Domino's Pizza, and I was like, my goodness, he's not got proper training. He doesn't know what he's doing. I almost felt like to go in there and to help him to slap the pizza and to properly, the edges of the pizza need to. With me, I was quite OCD. I need to see the shape of that pizza straight, right? But anyway, I did it for so many years that I was so good and still very good, I believe. Then I moved on. And there's a reason why I'm sharing with you this story, because when I was working in Domino's, I was working overtime, I was so busy, so stressed out. I had a vision to write a book or books. As a matter of fact, I used to keep my books in a, I had, what do you call it? Like a Word document, right? I had multiple Word documents on my laptop open, and I would be writing my books in there. And every time I got spare time up, and I was saying, one day I'm going to publish my book. Anyway, later on, I went to King's College University, and then I did a bit of university training, and then ended up in dentistry. That middle picture that you see, that's me right there, promoted. I left Domino's Pizza, went from Domino's, I ended up fixing people's dentistry, okay? And then it was then when I was doing my dental work that I come across an individual that said to me, this is going back many years now. He says, Joe, I can help you get your book out and get it all done. I said, oh, are you sure? It's not ready. I've just put a few ideas together. I'd like to make it better. I had all of these excuses, right? And lots of excuses. He says, no, just send to me what you've got and let me show you what I can do with it. I sent it to him. And what he sent back to me, I was mind blown. I was like, whoa, this thing is making me looking good. It made me look good, because it was so organized. All my ideas, I was like, wow, this is beautiful. So because of the help that I got, it really just made me feel like, wow. So by just getting help, you can be one step ahead by just getting the right help. Isn't that amazing? So 2016 is when I wrote my first book, okay, which is called I Am Healed. Because in 2016, I wrote that book because God used to use me a lot in healing. He still does, but because at the moment our ministry is in transition and things changed, I don't get that opportunity. But I used to do a lot of street healing, prayer lines, healing services, where it's just healing, crazy miracles happening. And I wrote the book I'm Healed, and it came out. And of course, I was so pleased. So from that time, I began to write more and more books. Ever since then, I've written loads more books. I think this year I've done 2 books. By the end of the year, I'm going to write another book, a third book. It's coming out in a few days, actually. It's called The Era of Light. And of course, that one you see is the blessing. That's me. So all I want to say to you is that be encouraged. Your dream can come alive. This is what I'm sharing you the story with. I was working, Domis, with this idea. I want to write my book. I want to share my testimonies and my stories with the world. I just don't know how to do it. Yet I was a writer, but it's all the stuff around that, right? That was a problem. So I'm thankful, from Domino's to dentistry to destiny. Now I'm helping people. I left dentistry a few years ago, and I'm doing full time what I do in helping you, people like you, to get their books out. And by the grace of God, we've helped a lot of people. I've got, right, these are just a few, okay? I've got a whole bookshelf of all the authors that we've helped and continue to help. And I'm so thankful for that opportunity to do that. All right, I want you to type this in the comments with me right now. Remember, we're going to be very active and communicative. My story shall give God glory. I want you to declare that. Let's make it a declaration today. My story shall give God glory. Type that in the comments. Yes, somebody says, I'm not a writer, I just believe. Absolutely. In a moment, I'm going to show you that you don't have to be a writer to be an author. And I'm going to prove that to you in just a moment, okay? So excellent. All right, so how then did Opulent Books start? That person that you see in the middle, that's me and my wife. We were praying a few years ago, and we're saying, the Lord, we want to do more to help people. We'd been serving in ministry, serving in different things, doing prophetic training, kingdom entrepreneurs. And one of the main things that I would hear all the time was people, oh, Joe, can you help us do our book? Because I'd done a few books, right? So people come and ask you, oh, can you help me? Can you show me how to do it? I said, no problem. So that's how we started. Through prayer. We started our publishing company through prayer, just asking the Lord, what do you want us to do? And up to date, we've helped over 100 authors to get their books out by just simple obedience and just walking in divine purpose. So I'm so happy about that. Now, here's what I want you to do. In the comment section, I want you to understand that your book has power to change lives. Your book has power to do great things in the lives of other people. And I want you to think for a minute what your book is going to do. Because of my book, dash, dash, dash. I want you to type the dash, dash, dash in the comment section. So while you're doing that, let me share with you a story, right? I wrote one of my books called A Lifestyle of Prayer, okay? That you see right there, that lady, it's Karen. She's holding the book. And this book has gone on to change the prayer life of many people. There's people that I know that had never gone on a fasting season. Somebody's just put dash, dash, dash in the comments. All right. What I want you to do is to tell me because of my book. I know why he's put dash, dash, dash because it's too much. I think it's too much to mention. All right. So what I want you to do is type because of my book, lives are going to be changed. Something like that. Right. Let's start thinking ahead. Because of my book, this is going to happen. All right, there you go. That's Jeff. He's got one of my books, Let There Be Light, in the comment section. Thank you, Jeff. Right. So, uh, because of this book, I can tell you that I heard testimonies of people that had never fasted and prayed, people that had never done 21 days of prayer. Because of the book, were able to do it. You see that? So, and loads of reviews, loads of testimonies, and the list is, I can go on and on and on. As a matter of fact, this book, uh, I'll tell you this. My wife, Josie, was invited one day to she was invited to a women's conference. Okay. When she went to the women's conference, watch this. The lady, she was a speaker there. One of the ladies that was speaking there had this book in her hand. And she was quoting from Joe Benjamin's book. And Josie Benjamin is there like, you're reading from Joe Benjamin's book. Where did you get that book from? Because she was a stranger there, right? And they didn't know each other. And the lady says, oh, you know what? I'd gone to the store. She'd gone to Tesco, like a supermarket to buy groceries. And, sometimes on the entrance, they'll put free books where somebody can pick a free book, and just read whatever. So there's usually novels, fiction, whatever. And this lady was just going through those free books. And guess what? She saw a lifestyle of prayer on there. She's like, a lifestyle of prayer? What is this? She took it and began to read it. And she says that book literally changed her prayer life. And she says, I'm going to share this with the women that I'm going to meet at the women's conference. And she didn't know that my wife was going to be a speaker there as well. And they were talking about it like, it's just a small world, how God can just cause your book to go to different places. So we declare again and again, your book shall bring glory to God, and you don't even know how. All right, now let's go into the more practical stuff and things that most people ask me about. Most people don't know what is the best way to get your book out. All right, this is a question I hear all the time. People that ask me, should I go traditional publishing? Should I go independent publishing? Which way should I go? Now, what I've done, I've put on the screen, if you can see, the differences between the two. There's two main ways of publishing. One is traditional publishing, all right, where you go to a traditional publisher and usually traditional publishers, they will handle everything. They have a lot of control, but it usually takes a lot of time. Usually with traditional publishers, most of them, there's no upfront fee because they'll say, we'll take our money once your book is done. When you begin to have sales, that's where we'll take our percentage from, whatever you get. Then, of course, there's independent publishing, which is what we do. And I believe that's the best way because it gives you so much ownership. In fact, if you are an independent author, like with us, with what we do, you get 100% ownership of your book, 100% royalties. Of course, platforms like Amazon and them take a percentage and stuff like that, but you don't share that with the publisher. Does that make sense? You see, so if you went with a publisher, they would want to share the profits with you or share something with you. So I believe as kingdom citizens, we are given the power for dominion to rule and for ownership. Also, it takes a long time. Sometimes it can take you 2 years, 3 years or so for a traditional publisher to approve your manuscript and get it done. Also, traditional publishers usually want you to have your book ready. They want you to have the manuscript already written, right? But with us, No, you don't have to have it written. There's people that we've actually helped to write the book, helped to put the book together because we're all about, serving, helping. It's ministry. And, you get higher royalties actually in comparison with traditional publishing. So I recommend independent publishing all the way. So an independent publisher like us, we will help you with all the things around the publishing, ISBN, book cover design, writing of the book if you need help to write it, putting it together, proofreading, formatting, all of those things. And then we'll use Amazon KDP as the place to host and to distribute your book. So we would help you with all of those things. And when the payments come, they'll come directly to your bank account. Okay, there's no middle person involved. But with a traditional publisher, the money would come to them first, and then they would then distribute it to you. You get it? So I feel nowadays the benefits are more for independent than traditional. Okay, so we move forward. Another big question I have from people, I'm not sure if I should write my book. Has anybody ever wondered about that? I just need confirmation. Does God really want me to write? I know I've heard something, but I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. I want you to take a screenshot of those scriptures if you can. Okay? I want you to take a screenshot. Why? Because those scriptures, those scriptures that we have right there are your testimony. Those scriptures are your confirmation. They're your confirmation that you need. I could go reading them, but I don't have time for that. So just take a screenshot or just write them down and read them later. You'll really understand what I'm talking about. All right. Psalms 107 verses 2, let the redeemed of the Lord tell their story. Those redeemed from the hand of the foe, let the redeemed of the Lord tell their story. I believe that your story will glorify God. Type in the comments, my story will glorify God. Okay, we're moving on to practicalities right now, and I want to move very quickly. What stage would you say you are on right now in your author journey? Would you say you're on your idea stage, developing, or written stage? Have you written anything yet? Or are you still thinking about it? I want to see what sort of an audience we have. Okay, somebody says idea. Okay, great. Developing. All right. So what would you say is holding you back? Or what help would you need to move forward? Right? If you could get specific help with where you are right now, what help would you say you need right now? Somebody says a lot. Okay, no problem. Time. All right, thank you. Somebody says I'm busy, a lot to do. I understand that. Very understandable. Busy lives. Knowledge of publishing the book. Okay, no problem. It's what we're talking about right now. And again, with the knowledge of publishing the book, sometimes people try to worry themselves with wanting to know too many things. If you have the ability of getting somebody to help you, sometimes that's just the best way. Find somebody who's prepared to help you, and you'll be surprised that your book is done. All right, somebody says, I'm new. I need more information to make it longer. All right, no problem. So what I'll say, somebody says, no, need more information to make it longer. Do you know one of the ways that you can make your book longer? What I've used with some of our authors, they'll come to me with a book, but it doesn't have a lot of stuff. I'll read the book first, what you have, and immediately when a stranger reads your book, they're going to have a lot of questions, particularly people that are creative like me. You have loads of questions that you start asking, like, oh, what about this? What about that? So all of those questions are areas that you can jump in and then answer, and then the book begins to get bigger and bigger. So we can help you. We can help you do that. All right. Okay, these are just some of the people we've helped. This is just a few. We've got loads more. Again, let's declare again. You're going to declare until you're tired tonight. My story shall give God the glory. You know, there's power in declaring and declaring. Use your comment section. My story shall give God glory. All right. Amazing. All right. Just a few testimonies from other people that we've helped. Okay. Somebody's asking about the average size of a book. Well, average size of a book, it's all subjective. It depends. Okay. What do I mean by that? It depends who your target audience is. It depends how big your story is. But I feel like nowadays people have lost a bit of attention. So usually if you did a big book that has got like 300 pages, 400 pages, unless it's like a novel, right? Or like a fiction work, you can expect, because people that already buy fiction books would expect that book to be like 300, 400 pages plus. Okay. However, if it's just like a self-help or faith-based book, those books should not, in my opinion, humble opinion, not be too long. 150 pages, 200 pages, 250 maybe, thereabouts. I would make them too big, because unless if you want somebody to look at your book and think, oh, this book, I might need to take a day off work before I start reading it. So, but again, it's up to you, because a book is creativity. You understand that? So there's no limit to creativity. If God is speaking to you to have a bigger book, no problem. If you feel like there's a lady I spoke to that we're actually helping publish a book. She said she wanted a book to be 30 pages. I'm like, whoa, okay, 30? Are you serious? She says, yeah, that's what the Lord told me. She wants a brief, concise book with 30, 35 pages. That's it. It's coming out very soon. And that's okay. We won't argue with you. That's the power of independent publishing. You do as you are led. All right, let's move on, guys. Okay, I was sharing you a story of Greg. Greg is in the US. He's the author of that book, The Meaning of Life. Greg was in prison for a few years, but while he was in prison, he began to write little sticky notes with wisdom that he got while he's in prison. He came out of prison, saw us on, what's the name? Facebook, and reached out, Joe, I've got these little sticky notes of mine. Are you able to do anything with them so I can put it into a book? I said, say no more. Send those sticky notes. He sent them to us. We helped him develop it into the book that he has right there. All right. So if you're here, you're struggling with self-doubt, don't worry. We are here to help you. And you could be feeling overwhelmed. You may not know what the process is. You're at the right place. We know exactly what needs to be done. You might be here as well thinking, I don't have the confidence. I don't have the grammar. I don't have what it takes to do what I need to do. That's why God sends destiny helpers to help you do what it is that you need to do. I want to speak to somebody tonight. And that if that's you, just type yes, okay? Do you yearn to walk in the fullness of obedience? God has spoken to you to write a book, to share your story. Maybe you received a vision or prophetic word about this. Just type yes if you're here. You know God has been nudging you. Just type yes in the comments. All right. That's good. So many yeses. That's amazing. Okay, another question I get asked. Joe, okay, now I know I need to write. What should I write? The easiest thing to write, if you don't have an idea, okay, I'll just give you a clue. You can actually start by sharing your story or your testimony. That's the easiest book you'll ever write. Okay, of course, if you have something specific, a specific subject that God has given you, no problem. Let's do it. Go for it. But if you are like, I'm not too sure, share your story. Why? Your story is individual to you. No one will ever argue with your story. No one will ever debate. If you tell people that I was healed, no one can debate with that, because it's your story. You see? And your story is the most personal thing, or your testimony that you have, that no one can steal away from you. The most powerful thing that you will ever have is your story. And if ever you get stuck, just write your story, how you were saved, how you were healed, how you met the Lord. And you know what? Your story will change the lives of others, because they'll see themselves in the same lens as you as well. Okay, very quickly, I want to give you 3 quick revelations. Can I give you 3 quick revelations? The first revelation is this right here. This is the first revelation. You don't need to be famous or rich to write a book. You don't have to be famous or rich or even genius to write a book. Don't let people lie to you. Oh, books aren't. You see, those people, I don't know those people I've put on the screen. I just know them from like Christian television, right? You see those ministers? The reason why I've put those pictures, because people think it's just them that should write books because they are famous, because they're on television. No. Your story deserves to be heard. So that's the first revelation. You don't have to be well known. You don't have to be genius. As long as you are obedient, that's all it takes. All right. Revelation number 2. You don't need to write your book for years to create content for your book. Did you know that? In fact, typing your book into the computer is one of the slowest ways of writing your book for some people. I know some people are good at writing. They are primarily writers, and that's fine. But for the average person, they are not a writer. They have a story, but they're not a writer. So I just want to open your mind to other ways of getting your book out. You know, that's how I've managed to do so many books, because we use different ways to get the books out. So you don't need to write it. You don't need to type it out. You can literally, and I'll share with you in a moment what are the options that you have. Let's just have a declaration break, shall we? Type in the comments, my story shall give God the glory. I do this so that I make sure you are still awake. Is that okay? Let's declare together, friends, my story shall give God the glory. Beautiful. Amazing. Amazing. Welcome. I see a few people that have joined us a bit later. Welcome, guys. Good to see you. We are declaring here. So wherever you are, join in the declarations, please. Don't leave us to declare alone. We want to declare together. All right. Revelation number 3. Your book can be the start of your ministry, or the relaunch of your ministry, or of your brand, or of your business. I don't know if anybody has caught that revelation. Did you hear that? Your book could be the thing that's going to give birth to what you've carried for years. I feel like speaking in tongues, but I'll hold myself. Since I'm in a class. All right. So there's people that are listening to me right now, and you have a mandate to launch something, but you've maybe not been confident. You didn't know how to go about it. You don't know how it's going to work out. What if obedience to getting your book out will be the first step to move you into that place? That lady you see in the book is called Linda. Linda is 8 years old, right? Linda has written 4 books. Will be 4 books now. Okay. Now, Linda, when she launched her book, she launched her book together with the prayer ministry. She actually has a website. It's called, oh my goodness. We helped her do that website. We do websites as well. You know, we do website creation for our authors as well. So anyway, she started the website, which is a prayer website, but it started with the book. So don't limit yourself and don't limit God. You see, there are many people here that are just holding back, yet maybe that's the thing you need to do so that you can be pushed into that next level. And also, once you have a book, it's very easy. You can minister and say, guys, this is the book. Read by the book. It explains more. I hope that speaks to somebody right now. Okay, that's Linda. Yeah. When we started When we started with Linda, that was she was 79. She's 80. She's over 80 now. You know, she's over 80, and she's amazing. I've got loads of interviews on YouTube of people that we've helped with their books and stuff like that. Okay, I was sharing with you another way of writing your book. Okay, this is another very simple way. I call it the Bible method of writing. Jeremiah, Isaiah, Paul, and Peter had it in common. Do you know how they wrote their books? Anybody want to have a guess? How did Jeremiah, Isaiah, Paul, and Peter write their books? Scribes. That's it, Jeff. They had scribes. They dictated, they spoke their books. They didn't physically type in the computer or write anything. They literally spoke, and as they were speaking, scribes began to write what they were speaking, and that's what becomes our book, the books that we read in the Bible today. And there's many, many more. And that's why I was saying, somebody spoke to me, they said, I can't write. You don't have to be a writer to be an author. I just want to make that clear, because author means authority. It comes from the word authority, which means I'm the one that is giving authority, authorizing what is in print. So you're going to find that for some people, it's easier for you to actually just, it's easier for you to speak your book than to write your book. For others, it's easier to write it, and that's still okay. If you're a writer, no problem. Okay, you can write. But if you feel like I'm not very good at writing, but I can do a voice note, right? I can do some notes on WhatsApp. I can do some, I can record. Those words that are recorded can be captured to become part of your book. That's what we did for Bob. Can you see Bob here? He's 70 years old as well, Bob. Bob shared me through all these testimonies. Joe, I met the angel of the Lord, and the angel of the Lord told me that I was going to travel the world and be an evangelist, and he did. And I said, Bob, have you put all of these testimonies down somewhere? He says, no, Joe, I haven't. I said, why not? He says, because I'm dyslexic. So I can't properly read or write. I said, oh, you're dyslexic. I didn't know that. He says, yeah, even writing? Oh, I can't. I get confused. I said, okay, are you able to share with me your testimony? He says, absolutely. I said, send me WhatsApp messages, notes of your testimony. So we sat down, initial meeting, planned the outline of the book, right? And then I gave him, okay, I want you to speak into this, speak into that, speak into that. That was it. Boom. From those voice notes, out came a book. I think his book has got 150 pages or so. Beautiful. But of course, he'll check it and he'll approve it. We'll work together. You see? Can you see how easy? And if you are a minister, do I have any ministers here? Any ministers or pastors like me that are here right now? If you're a minister and you regularly speak, whether it's live teaching, whether it's in the church or whatever, always record your teachings, because that stuff that you're recording one day could become part of content for a book. You see? All right, somebody says, Apostle of God. Yes, good, welcome. So just record your stuff, because all of that can be part of a book, all right? It's just one of the ways. I'm just trying to give you breakthrough. All right, this one should read right here. My voice shall be, somebody finish off. My voice shall be, what's the missing word? There's a missing word right there. What comes to your mind? My voice shall be heard. You got it. You got it. We declare that your voice shall be heard. So I shared with you one of the methods is just speaking your book rather than writing your book. That's the same thing we did for Apostle Carlton Evans. You see, he's got his book. He's got 3 books with us. And again, with those, he did teachings on social media. We took those and 3 books out of those. All right. Dawn Ellering, she's in the USA. We did the same thing. I jumped onto Zoom with her in a Zoom session, right? Took all the information, and her book is available on Amazon. All right. So before I go ahead, let me just share with you that, and I'm going to get questions in just a moment, right? The way that things will work and how we can help you, right? Number one, we can help you if you have something already written. no problem. You can send that to us and we can help you get that thing properly fine-tuned and refined and print ready. We give you feedback on that as well. Secondly, if you have nothing at all, you just have an idea, okay? We can just start from where you are, from zero to hero, okay? Then it might be that you've got a draft already that you're working on. We can look at that together, and I'm telling you, you'll be amazed at what will come out of that. Yeah? Okay, let's move forward. Okay, these are testimonies. I've got loads of testimonials. Okay, we could go on and on. Okay, let's just have another break, guys. Let's have a break. Let's have a declaration break. Type in the comments, my story shall give God the glory. Type it in the comments in faith. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And for some of you that are here tonight, it's going to happen before the end of the year. Oh, that was a prophecy. Somebody missed it. All right. Okay, so, all right. Anybody here want to learn how we can help you? Okay, I've been talking about that actually, but I can give you more information. You can ask me questions. All right, so if you have something written and you want me to give you a review or feedback, you can send it to us confidentially, all right, and we'll help you with that. And then I just want to talk a little bit about this as well. See, if you went to high street publishers, these guys will be so expensive, anything between 5 to 15K to get stuff like this done. Okay, but for us, we just want to help you get it done. What we do is literally a ministry, and we go above and beyond just to help people to go things down. So, what do I want you to do today? Okay, here's what I would like you to do today. If you feel that God is calling you to write, and this is the season for you to move in your writing grace, type yes in the comments. Just type yes. Just type yes. If you believe this is the season, if you've been blessed and your eyes have been opened, just type yes. Right. I want to share something with you a minute. Right. I want to share a special link with you. Just type yes. If you believe that your book is coming out and you're going to walk in obedience, type yes. Type yes, yes, yes. Right. I want to give you a special link that is just going to be for you. All right. And of course, feel free to ask me any questions, guys. All right. Have the liberty. Have the liberty. Liberty to ask me anything at all. All right. So I just want to type something in the comments right here. All right. So here's what I want you to do. Okay. If what I've spoken to you about today is helpful and you feel that you really want to move forward in what we are talking about, and you really want to get your book out and your voice to be heard and allow your story for God's glory, I want you to talk to me. I want us to talk. Is that okay? That's the ask. That's all. All right. I'm opening a slot for the next 48 hours for those that want to talk to me. Okay. Basically, it will be 15 minutes of just having a chat. As the screen shows you, we have a 48-hour slot for you to talk with me. You really want to get your book out. You want to explore, are we a good fit? Can we work together? Are we able to help you? Maybe you want to share with me your vision directly and you are serious and you want to work with us. We will be very happy to talk to you. I'm very happy to talk to you in the next 2 days. After that, it's back to business as usual because we are very busy. And but I'm opening this for you. And of course, there will be a very special, sort of a special discount for those people that are in this Zoom today because you've gone through this lesson with me. I'm going to be. You just tell me I was on the Zoom with you yesterday, then all our discussions will change in terms of being very favorable to you. And do you know what? You could actually become a published author in time for the new year or before the new year if we started working today. Did you know that? That's how quick things can really move. You know, there's people who've got their books done in 5 to 6 weeks, published. Okay, as long as I have all the information and there's nothing stopping us. For most people, it's done under 90 days or less. All right. So, who wants to talk to me? If that's you, type yes. If you are talking to me and you want to talk to me, just type yes. Type yes in the comments. Okay, good. A lot of people want to talk to me. So hit that link. Can you see the link in the comments, guys? Is there a way I can pin it? I don't know if I can actually pin. Oh, I don't think I can pin it. Let me see. Let's try again. All right. Just give me a minute, guys. I think there might be a way to pin it so it stays there. All right. I want to take some questions. Can I take some questions? We've got 10 more minutes, guys. Then we'll be moving forward. 10 more minutes. Hi, Tracy. Did we speak? I believe.
Yes, I'm so excited. We spoke, and I believe I sent my documentation over for at least the first book because I have five. I need you to
Ah,
help me with. So we're gonna have a very long situation. The one question that I did have
yeah.
was I'm speaking with a couple of um short story and TV series um people.
Yeah.
And so I am looking at potentially taking one of the books and turning them into more. So, would you guys be able to also prayerfully consider consulting with me on that? Because the one thing I don't want to do is just like you were just talking about in the webinar.
Yeah.
Um, our books are a part of our mission.
Yes.
And so, would that or could that be something we could potentially talk about once we're done with the first book? Because I don't want to wait for us to finish all five, but just
Yeah.
asking that
100%.
because it came to mind when you were talking.
Sure. Thank you. Yes. I know we didn't talk about that last time, but the short answer is yes. We are people of we believe all things are possible, and we can certainly make it happen. We'll just probably need you to talk again at some point when you're ready, and we can finalize it. But absolutely, that can be done.
Okay, well, I look forward to speaking with you later on this week so we can move on to the second part because I got the email and I'll be
Yes.
sending you back the response and the deposit as soon as possible. Thank you so
Amazing.
much, Joe Benjamin.
All right. You're welcome, Tracy. God bless. All right. So, guys, I wanted to share with you a little bit about the sort of books we do, right? We do kids' books as well. Okay. So, we've done a ton of kids' books. All right. Somebody says, I want to talk to you. Can you book using that link? And then once you've booked, just type booked in the comments. Let's do it right now while you're live so that we don't miss anything. Can you see all of these kids' books we've done? And I've got a special discount for kids' books. Okay. Because we believe that we're in that season where we have Jesus says, let the children come to me. So if you feel led to do a kid's book, we could do that as well. We've done a ton of those. But here's what we've done as well. Most people don't know. This is a cooking book, all right? If you are a person, a chef, you want to get a cooking book out, look at that. Ooh, it's making me feel hungry already. All right. Yeah. So we are versatile. Then of course we could do this is I don't know. Does anybody know Paulie B, Prophet Paulie B? We did his book right here. Can you see this book? Is opulent. Books that did this amazing Kingdom Wealth Secrets book. Okay. So we do different types of books. This is a Bangalore Wall. Okay. Hardcover. Book. So it just depends. You know, here's another kid's book. Uh, all right, let's see. Okay, somebody says, will you send the recording? Yes, we will. Yes, we will indeed. All right, somebody's booked. Anybody else want to book with me? All right, somebody's asking, what is the average cost? Okay, so the average cost of working with us varies depending on the offer and what you want done. Okay, so we are looking at all the way from 1,000, 1,500, 2,500, just depending on the size of your book. What book are you doing? Also, if you wanted to have a website, an author website done, it may go all the way to 3,000, 4,000, just depending on what options you are going for. So I would love to have a conversation with you around what book are you doing? What help do you need? So, for example, if you needed Opulent to help you write or to do a bit of ghost writing, that would cost a little bit more. Okay. If you had a manuscript already written, that would cost less because the book is already written. We'll just do proofing and all of that. So that's why it's important for me to have a conversation with you around that. Does that make sense? Because everybody's different. Somebody will say, "Oh, Joe, I've got my book done already." I'm like, "Oh, okay. It'll be so much." Somebody says, "Oh, Joe, I need you to do everything for me. Can you just do everything?" And we've done that. People come to us. All they have to do is show up on Zoom. Proofreading, again, depends on your word count. Okay, that's why it's important to have a conversation. Do you know how many words your book is? I'll be interested to know your word count. I'm also interested to know the state of the book, because if it's been written and it needs major deep editing, that's another level, So, yeah. Yeah, so I think for your book, 30,000 words, I would say maybe around 1,500, I guess, something like that. Yeah, but again, I always love to kind of have a peek, maybe a chapter or two of those so I can see the state. All right, let me check. How much will a prayer book cost? It depends. Can you book a session with me tomorrow, so we can talk? Okay, what are the additional extra options offered, such as cover design? So, okay, so we do, thanks, Jeff. We could do a print book, okay, like these. We could also do an ebook. We also do an audio book. But again, all of these things, we'll need to hear from you how big the book is. What help do you need? Do you need the ebook? Do you need the audio book? Is it just the paperback you want? But we have all options: hardcover, soft cover. Even if you want like a magazine type book, all right. This is not. It's not exactly like a magazine, but it's like a magazine type book. Okay. Or if you want, oh, I had it right here. If you want, you're thinking of a journal, okay, which is a good way. If maybe you don't know what to write at the moment, but you're a journaling person, one of the easiest books you could actually do is a journal. Because a journal, there isn't much. Can you see? You leave it for the readers to fill out. That's the beauty of a journal. So if you're stuck, you don't know what book to publish, what book to release, just do a journal. And do a prayer journal, then do a healing journal, then do a different, you can find a different subject, wisdom journal, find different subjects in this. I'm actually giving you a business idea. Somebody's going to catch the business idea later when they get home. All right, let's see. Yes, we can include photos in books. Yes, we can. But what happens is that with photos in books, the cost goes up a bit. But those are things we can talk about. But the answer is yes. All right, let me just quickly check. All right, who has booked with me? If you've booked, just type booked in the comments. We're going to pray in just a moment, okay? But I want those that have booked with me in the next 48 hours, just type booked. Let's see here. Let's see. Thank you for booking. God bless you. If you're struggling to find a slot, because what happens when you book, you're going to get a Zoom link. Check to see if you have an email that confirms your booking. That means you have booked. If you don't get an email, then there's a problem. Because you have to enter your name, all the details, and your email address, submit it, and then you get an email confirmation straight away. That's your confirmation. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Okay, not getting through with slots that are available. All right, let me see. Wait. Okay. Rona, I think you sent an email as well, didn't you? Rona. What is a good time for you then? Rona, what is a good time for you, and what's your time zone, please? Just let me know so I can just make a note and I'll get back to you. I've made a note. Okay, you're in Jamaica. All right, thank you. All right, no worries. I will get in touch with you. I'll send you an email. Okay. Tori, are you struggling with the time slots as well? That means I need to open more slots then, really. All right. So what I'll do, guys, let me, if you're struggling with the time, because you see, it's time zones difference that cause all these things. But I'm very flexible. I can open my calendar a little bit, you know. Okay, Rona, we'll get in touch with you. All right, that's my email address right there. Okay. You have no morning times for UK. Right. Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute, 1 minute. Let's check. Let us check. Morning times. And I think the days we have open is Thursday, and it's Thursday tomorrow. How come I never know the date? What's wrong with me? I never know the time, the dates. I live in what they call eternity. Have you ever heard about that? Eternity? All right. I have opened some slots for tomorrow morning between 9 and 12. Can you try rebooking again? Brother Osvaldo, if it allowed you to book, then that's okay. Don't worry. If it allowed you to book, don't worry about the time. Net, I've opened some slots for the morning. All right. While we're at this, guys, any questions? I'm happy to take some questions as well while people are booking their slots to talk to me. It'll be just 15 minutes, okay? I'll speak live into your vision, ask you a couple of questions, and let's do what needs to be done. We'll do what needs to be done. Beverly Jones in Bermuda. Okay, what's your email address, please, Beverly? Thank you. And we'll get back to you. Is the time zone differences. Everybody is in a different country, but don't let that stand in your way. We've been able to help people despite their locations. It doesn't matter where you are because of how easy it is now with the globalization, with the world being a global village. It's so easy to get some of these things done very, very easily for everybody. So it looks like we don't have any questions. Is that right? So we can pray and we can come to a close if there are no questions. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. So for the last time, let's just type in the comments, my story will give God glory. My story will give God glory. Just type that in the comments for me. My story will give God glory. Let's talk and let's get started. Like I said, some people, you'll get your book done. Yes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to email you the link. All right. I'm going to email you the link. I can even do it now. Let's see. Right. Just give me a minute. Let's see if we can, let me see if I can send this to you. The author blueprint. All right. So I don't know if you're able to download that in the comments. That's the author blueprint that I was talking about. For those that have stayed right to the end, may God bless you. But what I can do is I can email you as well so that you have it via email as well. I was intending to email. I think emailing is better actually, so that you have it in your email. What's your email address? Somebody said that they did not get the confirmation. What's your email address, please? Please give me your email address. Okay, I'll send you an email. T, I've just sent another one. Try the second one I've sent. Thank you. All right. Is everybody happy? Is everybody satisfied? Got answers? Have you made your booking? I just want to make sure everybody's sorted. Then we'll pray and I will release you guys. Is that okay? Thank you. I want to appreciate you. How did you find tonight? How did you find it? Were you inspired? I hope you were blessed. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much. May God bless you. All right. So let me say a word of prayer so I can just commit everything to the Lord. And I just want to say thank you for spending your time hanging out with me. And, I believe that something significant is getting ready to happen in your life. And perhaps it's going to happen once you, yes, I'll send you the recording. I'll send it to you via email. Thank you. Yeah. I believe that something significant is getting ready to happen in your life. And it takes you walking in obedience. And maybe that obedience is just jumping on that call. Let's have a chat. Let's talk about it. Let's see where you are. Let's see if we're a good fit. And you'll be surprised. Like I say, in a few weeks, you have your book in your hand. And how timely you start the new year talking about your book, marketing your book, and getting it ready to hit the world and bless the world. And this is what we do. There's a whole lot of other things I do as well. We have prayers every night. If you are a praying person, you love to pray. every night. Join us on YouTube, even tonight. Actually, in an hour from now, I'll be on YouTube live praying. So we do this every day. Okay, so if you're a person that loves to pray, join us, Light Nation. I lead prayers every night. We also have a mentorship program for people that love to be mentored, whether it's in the things of God, in business, in your purpose. Our mentorship is what? Okay, somebody wants the link. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's get the link. Let's get the link to you. Give me a minute. Our mentorship program is called Elevate. Okay, it's a group mentorship program where we help people to elevate in their purpose and in their life. All right, so let me just drop all the links in there, guys, so it's just easy for those that want to follow. Here's the prayer link. We pray on YouTube, so 10 o'clock in an hour, 50 minutes from now, go onto YouTube on that YouTube link and join us, pray. It will be powerful. It will bless you. And then those that want to talk about mentorship, or even, I'll tell you this, all the people in our mentorship group have all written their books or are writing books. So if you feel like you need maybe long-term help, maybe the mentorship group is good for you, because we won't be rushing. We can just, work together with you. And you can join the mentorship group. Every week, every Thursday, we meet and I help people just elevate and just be the highest self that God has called you to be. All right, so you can join Elevate group. The link is in the comments. Oh, wrong spelling. I've done the wrong spelling. Okay, but you get it. You get the idea. Elevate group. Yeah. Okay. Yes, absolutely. It's a good community, Jeff, is in it. We help each other, encourage each other. And sometimes, if God has called you to great things, big things, you really need to find your community, a community that can really understand you, that can encourage you, that can pray for you, that can also give you direction. It's important. It's very important. Or you will just, be lost in your thoughts and in your loneliness. Yet you don't have to walk alone, because we are here to share light with you. All right, let me pray for each and everyone that's here tonight. Thank you, guys. May God bless you. So, dear God, we thank you for every person that is live with us right now. Thank you, God, for what we have learned, the inspiration, the lessons we've learned, the possibility to see how things are so possible. And as we were declaring together in this teaching tonight, that our story will be released for your glory. May this not just be a declaration or an anthem, but let it be a reality, that those that are here with us will experience that truth in their lives. May they experience that thing to work for them as well. May they experience your power, your might. We thank you, God, for those that I'm going to be speaking to over the next 2 days. That, Lord, as we speak, if we find that, yes, we can work together, we'll help them, and may they come back to this same platform with a testimony. We thank you, God, that you're releasing people that are going to be best sellers, even in this class today. They are best sellers in this class. And we thank you that you are releasing best sellers even in this class for your glory. We thank you that you're releasing people that are going to take over the world, people that are going to do great things in the world, leaders, writers, speakers, ministers that are going to bless the world with the knowledge that you have given them. We thank you, God, for every blessing. As we close, we commit everything into your hands in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. We pray. I declare that you will be known because of the testimony of God over your life. I also declare that your voice shall be heard. No one will silence what God is doing in your life. It's easy for people to want to silence your voice, to look down on you. But when you walk in obedience, have blinkers. Don't look to the left, to the right. Focus on what the Lord has told you to do. Do it. It's only a matter of time. You'll walk into the fullness of what God has for you. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to send an email, okay, with all the stuff we've talked about, the links, as well as also the blueprint book and stuff like that. But if you have a problem with booking and stuff and I don't get back to you, whatever, please just email us and we're happy to help you guys. All right. We're happy to help you. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. You are a future bestseller. Let's declare that. You are a future bestseller, and so shall it be. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.